Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So in today's video I wanted to do an updated list of all the concerts that I have ever been to. When I made this original video, that was actually already 2 years ago. I didn't realize it had been that long, so I thought I would do a current version of that today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I will start with the obvious. I have seen Paul McCartney in concert more than anybody. I have seen him 8 times, soon to be 9, but I'll get to future concerts at the end of the video. The first time I saw him was in 2009, and then again in 2010, which is where the shirt was from. 2009 was in Washington, D.C. 2010 was Philadelphia. Then 2011 at Yankee Stadium. 2013 in Brooklyn. 2015 in State College, Pennsylvania, and in Philadelphia. 2016 at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And then 2017 was the last time I saw him. That was in Syracuse, and that is exactly where I will be seeing him again. But again, I'll save that for the end. So that was already almost 5 years ago, so it's been quite a while since I've seen him. But yeah, seeing Paul in concert is always the greatest night ever. I have multiple videos talking about my Paul concert experiences, and showing the merchandise, showing some of my favorite photos, things like that, so you could check all of those out. But I'll definitely do a vlog once I see him again. Then next up is another obvious one, which is Ringo. I've seen Ringo in concert twice. The first was back in 2016. He came to my local theater, which was really cool. It's the FM Kirby Center. That's actually the same place that I had my high school graduation. And I see events there all the time. So it was really, really cool that he came so close to where I live. And then the second time that I saw him was in 2019. It was at the Bethel Woods Center for the Arts, and that is a really cool venue. I have a vlog of that concert. You can check that out. We had lawn seats, so we were pretty far away, but I still really like the show, of course. And if you've never seen Ringo and his all-star band in concert, it's like multiple concerts in one pretty much, because all the members of the all-star band play some of their own greatest hits, so it's really cool. There's a good variety of stuff. Alright, so I'm trying to go in kind of chronological order here. So the very first concert I saw that was not Paul or Ringo or a Beatles tribute was Taylor Swift. So I saw Taylor with my mom back in summer of 2018. We saw her in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field, and that was a really great show. We got these bracelets that you put on, and they're all like pre-programmed or whatever you'd call it, and they all light up all different colors and stuff during the show. So that was really fun. And then another artist that I've seen in concert was Leonard Skinner. I kind of just went to this show as something to do because they were playing very local to me, like at my local arena. So me and my mom thought, why not? I only know a couple songs from them, but it was still pretty cool. And then another big concert that I've been to was the Rolling Stones. I saw them in July of 2019 with my dad, and it was cool because it was at the same place that I saw Paul for the first time, which is FedEx Field in, I think, Washington, D.C., or technically Maryland. That was a really fun show, and it was cool to see my dad like getting so excited because he's a huge fan of the Rolling Stones. I would like to see them again. I don't think they have any U.S. dates right now, just Europe, but maybe they'll add some. Then another artist I've seen is Foreigner. I've seen Foreigner twice now, the first being September 2019. That was at the Bloomsburg Fair, actually, so that was kind of a cool place to see them. You see all the fair rides in the background and stuff, and actually on that same show was Loverboy. So Loverboy came out before them, and then Foreigner, and I like some Loverboy songs too, so that was cool to see both of them. And then I saw them again pretty recently, again at that same venue where I saw Ringo for the first time. That's the FM Kirby Center. And actually I saw a tribute to them very recently, but I'll get to the tribute band section next. And lastly, another artist that I've seen that's not a tribute band is Chicago. I also saw them at the Bloomsburg Fair just this past year. I didn't know much about what the concert would be like going into it. I'm only familiar with their greatest hits, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed the show, and so did both my parents. I would definitely like to see them again. Alright, so now I will get to the tribute band section of the video, because I have seen quite a few tribute bands. So I will start with the one I've seen the most, and that is, as you I'm sure have guessed, Rain, a tribute to the Beatles. I have seen them 5 times now. They are my absolute favorite. I just recently saw them in Scranton at the Scranton Cultural Center. And I first saw them in 2012, so usually they come around this area every 2 years, give or take. So I really just love them so much. They are extremely spot on with everything, and the show is such a big production as well, like so many little details, like them recreating footage of the Beatles and quotes of the Beatles, and then of course the mannerisms, and you know, I never found it to be, like, the fact that they dress up in costumes, I never found it to be cheesy or anything. Like, they do it very, very well. My favorite song that they perform is While My Guitar Gently Weeps. The guy who plays George sounds exactly like him. Like, it's almost scary. So I really, really recommend this show. And then another tribute I've seen, which is on a smaller scale, but I still enjoy very much, is the British Invasion Years. I saw them twice now. I usually see them at the Mauchunk Opera House in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. But the day that they're coming there this year, I'm actually going to be seeing Ringo that day, so I won't get to see them there, unfortunately. But they play all songs from the 60s. You can see both sides of the Atlantic. So they have, like, they do have a Beatles only section in the show, but they play all kinds of other 60s hits as well. If you've been watching my channel, you'll know I did a couple vlogs on them in the past. And they actually shared one of my videos to their Facebook page once. Next, another tribute I've seen is called The McCartney Years, and this is a Wings tribute. I think they're pretty unique. I don't know of many Wings tributes out there, but I saw them twice, and actually they once sent me a signed poster because I mentioned them in a video of tribute bands I would recommend, and they actually sent me this soundcheck access pass. That was about 2 years ago by this point, if not longer, maybe 3 actually. So hopefully they come around here so I'll get a chance to see them again, because they are really good. If you like Wings, you'll definitely love them. And yet another tribute I've seen, which very recently I just did a video on, is Live and Let Die, the music of Paul McCartney. This stars Tony Kishman, and they play Beatles songs, some Wings songs, and a couple solo songs, at least at the show I went to. And you could just go in and watch the vlog. You'll see he sounds a lot like him, and they do a great job. So I really enjoy this show. And when I saw this, it really got me hyped up for seeing the real Paul pretty soon. Alright, so I'll just list off some more tributes that I've seen here, because there is quite a few. I've seen Lennon Live, which is a John Lennon tribute. I saw them last May, and I did do a video on that, so you can check that out. It's in my vlogs and concerts playlist, I think is what it's called. And then I've seen an Eagles tribute, which is called Eagle Mania. If you like the Eagles, even if you don't know too many songs and you're like me, you only kind of know their hits, you'll really enjoy this show. I'm actually going to see them again. Then I've seen a Creedence Clearwater Revival tribute called Creedence Revived. That was good. I don't think I've ever seen a tribute I didn't like. Then there was a Rolling Stones tribute I saw. It was called Classic Stones Live. I thought that was pretty good as well. Then recently I saw a Foreigner tribute. It was called Double Vision. That was just at the beginning of this month, and they were really good as well. They were pretty much just as enjoyable as the real Foreigner. Then I've seen a number of Beatles tributes. I've seen the Fab Four, which was actually the first Beatles tribute I saw. That was way back in 2009. I actually don't remember much of that show, but they are coming back to my local venue, so I may see them again in October. Then I've seen a tribute called Liverpool Legends. I've seen a show called Classic Albums Live, which was just them focusing on the music. They did a tribute to Abbey Road, like they played the whole Abbey Road album, and then some other hits as well. Then I saw a tribute called the Fab Four, F-A-U-X, which was a Beatles tribute where they didn't dress up in costumes or anything. Again, they just focused on the music, and they were good. And then I saw 1964, the tribute. I actually saw them in the front row, which I don't necessarily recommend when you see a tribute in the front row, because it can look pretty like the costumes and the makeup and stuff can be a little too obvious or whatever. So when I see a tribute like that, I like to sit about halfway back, so it's more realistic. So I just wanted to close off the video to list some concerts that I'm going to be seeing in the future. So upcoming is on May 21st. I'm seeing that Eagles tribute again. That's again Eagle Mania, and I'm looking forward to that. Then the two big ones, which are so exciting, is Paul on June 4th. that is in Syracuse, and Ringo on June 11th, which is in Easton, Pennsylvania. So I'm seeing both of them within a week of each other, which is really, really crazy. I cannot wait for that. I'm so impatient for June to get here, like hurry up. And then on June 23rd, I'm going to see a show. It's called It Was 50 Years Ago Today. It's a tribute this time to Rubber Soul and Revolver, which is like perfect for me. Those are my dad's two favorite Beatles albums, and Rubber Soul is my favorite. You can see my pillow. So I'm very excited for that. It has kind of a lineup of stars in the show. And then in July, I'm going to see two shows. Actually the Doobie Brothers, which I'll have to familiarize myself with more songs. I'm going to the Bethel Woods Center for the Arts to see them. I probably know more songs than I realize. Sometimes you hear a song on the radio, you know you like the song and you don't know who sings it. And then finally July 30th, I am going to see the Steve Miller Band. That I think is at the York County Fair. My dad just actually surprised us with those tickets a few days ago, and that's really exciting because I like a lot of Steve Miller Band songs, so that'll be fun. Alright, so I think that is everything. I really hope I didn't miss anything. I feel like I've listed a lot of things here, so again, if I forgot anything, I'll leave a comment or in the description. But that is going to do it for today's updated video on all the concerts that I've been to. I want to say thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this. I will leave my social media in the description so you could check that out as always. And as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.